If you're a painter that runs a subcontracting model in your painting business and you use DripJobs or any estimating tool for that matter, I want to show you how you can easily automate sending out a work order to all your subs when a proposal is accepted and give them the opportunity to see the work order and respond back to you if they have the bandwidth or the time or the interest in working on that project, and maybe give you a quote of what they would charge you to do that. So if you're interested in that, stick around because that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chris. I am the owner of Boolean Automation, where our mission is to free you up to do what you love. One of the primary ways that we do that with painting companies is we help them identify the correct tech stack for their business. And what I mean by that is the software that they need to be successful to get them to the place that they want to be. And spoiler, can't speak today, and spoiler alert, it depends where you are trying to get, whether that's $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $10 million, whatever it is. The software that you need to run your business changes. So it's really important that you have a plan on how you're going to get there. And that's what we are really good at doing. And then after we identify all the software that's right for you, we get it all talking together. We automate as much of that data entry as possible, increase the reporting to help you run your business more effectively. So if that's of interest, grab some time on the calendar down below, like the video if you found value in this, and subscribe to the channel because we got a lot more painting automation content coming at you. All right, let's get into this video. So as I mentioned, you're in DripJobs here, you got your various projects. If you run a subcontractor model, one of the things that you could do is, as soon as a proposal is accepted, rather than then texting all your subs and saying, hey, I have this thing, you could shotgun text or email this out to everybody that says, hey, here's a new project that was just accepted. The work order is attached. Please review it. Let me know if you're interested or if you have the bandwidth to get this done. That's what I'm going to show you how to do. So inside of Zapier, you can use this trigger that DripJobs has for proposals being accepted. You just come right in here, select the trigger step, and I'm going to choose the proposal accepted trigger, and then select your account. And then in the test step, you need to have this set up and connected to your account. Then go ahead and accept a test proposal. Once you do that, you're going to click find new records. It's going to populate this with your newest records that were just accepted. And now we can get into this next piece. So what I can do is get all the subs that I typically work with. I really like this Send SMS by Zapier because it's just an internal tool. You don't have to have a texting software in place to use this. But if you do have text line, text requests, Sakari, any of those, you could also use that module instead. The one downside of this Send SMS is that it's not a communication back and forth. It's literally just emailing them and letting them know, an alert, essentially. So one way that you could do that would be, you have your several modules here. So if I have 5 subs that I typically work with, this first one, I'm going to say send SMS to sub number 1 or whatever their name is. And then let's go ahead and edit this, and it would say, hey, we'll call this guy John. We just had a customer accept a proposal. Here is the work order. Please let me know what you would charge to do this. And again, I don't know what your process is for working out the price. Maybe you already know that you pay 40%, in which case you could say, we could add a step in here that says, I always pay 40% of the total contract amount. I can actually do math inside of here. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I think that would be cool. So we say formatter, and I'm going to say that I want to do numbers, continue, and I'm going to transform using math operations. And the operation that we're going to do is multiply, and the input is going to be the amount, and we're going to multiply that by 0.4. So I can then send, rather than have it be like a bidding contest with your subs, let's just go ahead and say, this is the $5,100. I can add one more formatter step here. That's going to format this into a currency. So once again, I'm going to select numbers. I'm going to choose format currency. The input is going to be the output from step 2, and the currency is US dollar. And we continue, test the step. Let's look at this beautiful output, $5,100. And now I could send in my notification to the sub, I could say, here's the work. Please let me know if you are available to get this done and when you would be able to start. And then we could put in the work order from there. So we have the work order and there we go. And then let's go ahead and test this. So we test the step. Oh, whoops. I need to choose a number. So we're going to click choose a number, continue. All right, let's do test step. And there we go. So I'm going to get a text momentarily right here that says, I've been doing a couple different tests here, but hey, John, we just had a customer accept a work order. Here is his work order. Please let me know if you're available. And I think I forgot to, I didn't put that in. Why did that not? Let's go ahead and continue, retest step. It's because it's too long. So the message is too long. It's getting cropped. So what we need to do is we need to use a URL shortener. So we're going to take the URL from DripJobs, and I can take the work order URL, throw that into the shortener, and test the step. And now it's going to, please enter a valid URL. So I didn't pick something quite right. Let's see if there's another one I could grab. You know what I think it wants is HTTPS://. Let's see how that works. Continue, test step. And there we go. So I'm just going to grab this shortened URL that it gave us. Let's put it into a link here and see what it looks like. There is our, so that works. Perfect. So we go back in here. And now instead of sending that long URL, I'm going to send the shortened one. And you only have 160 characters. So we're going to make this shorter. We're just, instead of saying, hey, John, we're going to say, we just had a customer. Let's just even make it more short. A short customer accepted a proposal. Here's the work order. Please let me know if you're available. And here's the link. Now I can continue. We're going to test this step. And this is what I was looking for. Here's the link, customer accepted proposal. And you could, potentially send a little bit longer message, but it does have to be a short message in order for this to work. And there you go. So now if that was sub number 1, we can just copy this step to the second sub that you're wanting to do this with, and the third sub, and so on. So I could have this sent out to sub number 1. I'm going to rename this one sub number 2, or whatever the person's name is, because you're only sending it out to one at a time. And then you do have to set this up in advance. So you'd have to talk to your subs, hey, this is how I'm going to let you know. And so I would, in the account, I'm going to change and choose the account that I want to send this to. So if I want to connect it to a new sub's phone number, I would put in the number that I'm going to send it to. So 971-300-4677. That's our business line here at Boolean. And I can do the SMS, send a PIN. So it's going to send a PIN to that phone number. So if you're doing this with your contractors, you'd have to get that PIN from them as you're setting this up the first time, and which I just got on my number. So here's my PIN. I put in 687345. Yes, continue. And now I can send a message to that sub. And again, you would do that for each of the subs that you wanted to message. And that's how you could shotgun out the work order to all subs that are working for you and see if any of them are available to take that work. Hopefully this was valuable. Let me know what else you'd like to see automated. There are so many things that you can automate in a painting business if you have a standardized approach and a process to doing this. So these are just some requests that people sent me, and I made videos because people are interested in doing this. This isn't necessarily how I would recommend doing it, but this again is just like anything that you want. If you make the process first, you can usually have the computer do that for you. So hopefully this was value. If you're a painter, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you found value in it. My name is Chris from Boolean, where we free you up to do what you love. We'll see you in the next video.